Hey guys, welcome back to the program. Welcome back to the DeeTimeLove show. And today we have a very exciting video. Full disclosure, Undone Watches were in contact with myself on the channel to offer me a number of watches to review, but to go one step further and within the collaboration to give me an offering of customizing the timepieces to my specific taste. Well, when I say customizable, they allowed me to change certain elements of the timepiece to suit my preferences. Now, as you can see on the left hand side there, this is a brand new release from Undone Watches. This is the Aquadeep Signal Orange, and I went for the orange strap. You can change different elements of the watch, but I went for the black texture dial there, as you can see there with the numerals, and I've also added my initials of the channel on the actual dial. So you've got the D for D, the T for time, and the L for love. DeeTimeLove, everything that I love in a timepiece. And this piece is in all titanium, an automatic, 500 meters water resistant, and it also has a helium escape valve. Now the other timepiece that I went for is one that very looks like a vintage heritage piece, and this is what they call the Undone Vintage Salmon. And they really do take that element of heritage in design, the numerals and so on. I just love the look of this watch, the design elements of it, that vintage vibe. The salmon dial just screams out class and richness, even though this is not an expensive piece. Now, this is not a full-on automatic like the other piece. This has got a mecha quartz, so it's a hybrid movement. I would say that is a bit of both, but it gives you like a real flyback chronograph feel in terms of the pushers, the function and so on. Very cool indeed. Let's take a closer look at this vintage salmon dial. Let's change perspective and take a closer look at the timepiece. Let's take a closer look at the vintage salmon, and just under 12 o'clock you can see my name there, Demetri, and it really gives that personal touch in regards to the timepiece. I changed the hands on this timepiece. I chose this salmon, vintage salmon dial in this configuration because I thought it's just really cool, and it really did sing to me, I have to say. I love the aesthetic of the design that Undone have produced here, the crown, the pushers, and it really does have a real flyback chronograph feel to it because it's using that Seiko VK64 mechanical quartz hybrid flyback chronograph movement. Very cool indeed, and it's got a case diameter of 40 millimeters and a lug to lug of 47.6 millimeters, so it wears on the wrist very well indeed. It's just cool. I love the finishing of that. Let's have a look at the actual thickness of this watch. It's 12.7 millimeters, and there you can see the engraving of the Undone there. Very cool indeed. And then you can see the engraving of my name there, and high-end glossy finish. And looking at the watch in natural sunlight, you really get to enjoy the salmon dial and the finishing and that vintage vibe. Vintage design collaborates with modern mecha quartz, you know, totally out of totally different generations. But I love the engraving on there. You can see Undone, 30 meters water resistant, and you can see the engraving of my name. Wow, that high-end finish polish. You've got that leather strap as well with the easy release pins as well. Very cool, I have to say, very cool indeed. And let's have a look at the lume. You've got lume applied on the actual handsets there. Very nice indeed, very cool, nice layered lume, I have to say. It did last a hell of a long time. Very cool indeed, guys. Let's change perspective and take a look at the Aquadeep. Now let's have a look at the Aquadeep in natural sunlight, and I want to show you that textured dial. Very cool indeed, and the actual finishing of that grey 2 titanium is very nice indeed. Look at the way it looks in natural sunlight. Very sort of tough looking, isn't it? Very durable. It's quite light, this timepiece, but not too light. And let's check out the bezel. 120 click bezel as well. Check out the bezel action here. Very nice indeed. No play whatsoever. Oh yeah, I do love a bit of bezel action. Very cool indeed. Now this watch is 43 millimeters in terms of case diameter, and it's got a 51mm lug to lug. Yeah, very nice. I like the finishing on the crown as well, and you can see that helium escape valve there as well at 10 o'clock. Very nice indeed. On the orange strap, very nice. 22mm bandwidth for the strap as well, and easy release pushers for the strap as well. Very cool. 22mm there. Very, very nice. I like the handsets. I like the minute hand, the second hand with that orange finish as well. I love the DTL at the top there, gives it that personal touch. Yeah, this watch is very cool. Let's look at the side profile. You can see it's a bit of a thick piece, I have to say, at 16.5mm, but it has a double dome sapphire crystal. Very cool indeed. And looking at the other side, you can see the helium escape valve. Look at those sort of different facets of the crown guards as well. The finishing of that grade 2 titanium, the finishing of the bezel, and the bezel insert and that double sapphire dome crystal. Just look at it. Very, very interesting, very intriguing, very stealth-like as well. It just looks tough and robust, I have to say. I'm impressed with it. 500 meters water resistant. And you can see the movement. It's a Seiko NH35, nothing spectacular, I have to say, but you can see there grade 2 titanium, pressure tested to 500 meters, water resistant. Very cool indeed. And this watch, it comes in at £400, just under £400 sterling. And if you want to customize it, I think it's an additional £20 to £30. And I've got it looking the way I want, to be fair. And so watch I'm going to enjoy. And let's check out the Lume. Good, strong applied Lume. It lasts a hell of a long time. I literally just juiced it up for a couple of seconds. And there you have it, guys. Look at that beautiful Lume on this timepiece. So overall, guys, I have to say I'm pleasantly surprised. I didn't know what to expect from Undone watches. I thought they would be maybe very cheaply made. They're as good as anything at this price point that you'd get. I'd argue you need to say they're even better than some micro brands that I've seen come through to the channel over the years. I love the strap. It's the full package, I have to say. And going back to the salmon dial, you know, look at that in natural sunlight. Look how beautiful that looks. It looks like it looks like a very expensive timepiece, I have to say. And I love the sort of false patina on the hands. You can choose the different handsets, guys, whatever you want. These are the ones I went for. Demetri, that classic look. And I've got a number of collaborations coming up with watch brands that will be exclusive on the channel. And guys, I would highly recommend Undone. I wasn't sure what to expect, but they're cool, they're interesting, there's something different. And just look at the Aquadeep. Look how cool it looks. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at the splash of orange on the second hand, on the minute hand. Look at those big numerals, very legible. The text, it just flows really well. And that bezel and the crown finishing, screw down crown. You know, a bit like a Seamaster, you could say. A bit of Seiko Samurai in there as well. What a cool timepiece. I just love that grade 2 titanium. What great value for money they are, and you get to customize it as well. Absolutely fantastic, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Leave your comments below. Let me know your thoughts on this collaboration. And guys, I'll see you in the next video.